Hey, welcome World Entertainment, and as you can see, James Bond First Light came out. Now, this article came out just before the game actually dropped to the public, but as you can see by the headline, 007 First Light hailed as the best James Bond game since GoldenEye in first reviews. Yeah, the gaming journalists had their hands on this game and love it. God knows why. And we're going to show you a few clips of two different people playing this game and just how rage and baiting it actually is. The game's a disaster. It's actually a disaster. It's pretty broken as well. And yeah, the media is loving it. And of course they are. IGN gave it a 10 out of 10. However, they've seemingly removed their score because I cannot find their score on their reviews anywhere. Yeah, it's quite telling. But the fact that they're trying to say this thing is just as good as GoldenEye on the N64, from everything I've seen from actual people who play games on a daily basis, that's not the case. Dr. Disrespect, even though a lot of you probably go, oh, Dr. Disrespect, he quit the game after, I think, just under 4 hours. He was absolutely raging that the control system for it doesn't work, the story doesn't interest you. The game is basically walking incredibly slowly. If you've watched it at all, that is exactly what it is. He also seems to be an anti-gun James Bond because the majority of the game is you not actually shooting people. It's you crouching behind things, knocking people out. And it's like, where's this license to kill gone? But let's have a look at this, and then I'll show you a couple of clips of Az from Heel vs. Babyface absolutely raging out at it, and then Mahler playing it and finding one of the mechanics just nonsensical. And there's even a part, I can tell you now, there's a part in the game that, interestingly enough, both of them had the exact same take while playing it at the same time, but they were in different parts of the game and they weren't actually viewing each other. I'll get to that. But let's have a look at this. So, as you can see, it's hailing it as the best game, blah blah blah. The new James Bond video game from Hitman developer IO Interactive, 007 First Light, arrives on PlayStation 5, Xbox, Nintendo Switch 2 and PC tomorrow. It's already out, and the first reviews are in. Over on Metacritic, the action-adventure game is currently sitting at a score of 88 after 51 reviews on PS5, 3 on Xbox and 24 on PC. This makes First Light the second highest rated Bond game. Unsurprisingly, GoldenEye for the N64 still reigns supreme at 96 on the aggregator. Let's have a look at some of these reviews, because it's like, I'm pretty sure that the only reason the journalists enjoyed this game is because you literally do nothing in the game. You just walk and talk. That is essentially the game. It just seems to be like incredibly easy. So as you can see here, Metacritic 007 First Light reviews are coming in now, and they're saying it's a great job of making the players feel like they are embodying James Bond. Gadgets, shootouts, stealth and an amazing cast really make this stand to the Hall of 007 greats. The cast, people are already destroying that. It's terrible. But Lenny Kravitz is in this game. He's the king of this place, and the voice acting is like, yeah, embarrassing to be quite frank. The casting is shocking, and the majority of people Bond interacts with are women of color. So yeah, stealth is more so what this game is. It's like they made Hitman, but on the idea that Metal Gear Solid works best for them, where you are literally just walking around trying to be stealth, and the stealth makes no sense as well. So there's a part in it, this isn't a spoiler, but there's a part where you are told what room to go to. But then you go upstairs and there's a guard. This is in a palace. There's a guard standing in the way that you can't go down where the room that you've been told to go to is. But there's another guy behind you. You turn a Hoover on and it distracts that guy who's like a server. The guard can see you turn the Hoover on but doesn't react. That guy goes, you pick his pocket and you take his card to get into the staff only room. You go in there, you get a couple of things. When you come out, that guy is now gone, but the guard is there, and you go around and you knock down a suit of armor. And that makes the guard leave. And then you can go back. It's like the mechanics for the game are ridiculous. So here's Jacob. As a fan of the Hitman games, 007 First Light is the best game I've played in years. Combat and spy work is incredibly detailed and satisfying to play, with a fascinating story that perfectly fits Bond in the modern era. A splendid 5-star game. You know what? I think with a reaction like that saying about the gameplay, how it's absolutely incredibly detailed and the combat system and stuff works so well, you want to see what it's actually like? Because I'll show you right now. Here's Az from Hill vs Babyface trying to do some combat in the game. Check this out.
What? Fucking stupid game! I'm trying to fucking fight! And you go, oh, hello, we're just gonna bring up the fucking menu screen for some fucking reason. Do you want to go to the menu screen? I don't want to go to the fucking menu screen! Fucking retarded game. Fuck me, it's shit.
I don't care how many of you there are. No voi, pianokaisella on kaveriani kävi.
Fucking hell.
Energinen tää tapaus. Aika loppu. Viimeistä. Päästä se kärsimyksistä. Katkaise sen niska.
See, I fucking threw it and it didn't throw it. It did the action but didn't do the throw.
Aika.
I'm trying to throw it! Pressed block, didn't block.
So, as you see there, he's fighting. Now, the part that led into this, where he's talking about the menu system, he was fighting, and halfway into the fight, the game stopped and opened the menu system. Now, the other thing he had to do earlier on in the game was actually turn the tutorials off, because during every fight, the fight would stop for the tutorial to pop up and say, press this to run in this direction, or press this to do something else. And this guy right here is saying that combat and spy work is incredibly detailed and satisfying. And as you can see, as in there also, multiple times throughout this, it took him about 20 minutes to finally beat this section. Every time he tried to grab a bottle, it wouldn't grab or throw. Sometimes it would grab it so he'd hit the throw and it wouldn't throw. There's another issue with the combat. If the guy that you're fighting goes into like a cinematic type thing where they're going to do a pose or something, it stops you being able to hit them. Yeah. So if you're throwing a punch and you're hitting the guy, and all of a sudden his mechanic makes him do a pose or something, it stops you from being able to hit them. And then there's an area in the place where Lenny Kravitz is, where when you're fighting, You're doing a stealth throughout this big kind of complex. I think it's on a ship, and you're able to pick up a gun. You are able to knock a guy out and pick up his gun, and then the mechanic of the game decides, I'll let you pick up the gun, but I'm not going to let you use the gun. Even when all the security knows now that you're there, you cannot take the gun out. So, yeah, I don't exactly know where this guy's going with his combat and stuff is incredibly detailed and satisfying. This one has, I finished 007 First Light and can confidently say this is one of the best action games of the generation for me. What, were you born yesterday then? Really remarkable game that seamlessly stirs so many styles into a James Bond cocktail. No, it doesn't. The nearly 6-year wait was worth it. Almost unbelievably so. These people, I swear to God, they don't play games. They cannot possibly actually play games if these are their reviews. Just go watch anybody actually play this game and you'll see how much they are losing brain cells playing this thing. It is insane. This one, Blue Thunder. Ooh. After beating 007 First Light, I can confidently say that this game is a near masterpiece. Holy shit. By the way, you notice they're all starting to say they bet it. They must have played it on the easiest setting. It's actually shocking how IOI went from Hitman to making this. Visuals, gameplay, especially combat, immersion. It's all next level stuff, but what impressed me the most is the pacing. Good God. I'm glad he brought that up, because I can tell you now about that part where I said Az and Mahler had the same reaction to the same part of the game, and they were playing it at separate times. Like, they were playing the game at the same time, but they were at these stages at different times, and they weren't interacting with one another. Like, Mahler was doing his own stream, Az was doing his own stream. It just happened I was flipping back and forth between them to see what was happening. You finish a mission, and you go to M, and M tells you, go see Moneypenny to get the next mission or something, but go to Q as well to get restocked, because you've lost your watch. You threw your watch in a plane to use it as a tracker. You walk out of the office. Then you walk down the corridors off MI6. Then you go all the way down to the basement. And you meet Q. And you can walk around down there. And the one thing Mahler's pointed out as well is there's a lot of conversations happening around you. None of them are that you can stand and listen to and stuff. But none of them actually guide you anywhere else. The game still forces you to go in the one direction. So it's like all the conversations around you that you can eavesdrop to and stuff are meaningless. But you then meet Q, where Q gives you a new watch and a new earpiece. That is it. Then you go and meet Moneypenny and you'll have to walk all the way back through the build and stuff. And as Dave pointed out, why in the name of all that's holy was that a part of the game? Why was that not a cutscene? Why did you actually have to play Bond to walk through a building, walk down to a basement, be handed a new watch, an earpiece, and walk all the way back up to Moneypenny to be given your next mission? Why did you have to actually play that? And the point is, it's filler. That's all it is filler. They're just trying to bloat the game out. Oh, get them to do something, so just walk around. And when you see the clips of him running, where it looks like he's just doing this very light jog, because you don't want to be noticed, no, that's your top speed in the entire game. You do not run faster than that. You cannot walk faster than what you see them running at. This one, review 007 First Light. Uncharted meets Hitman. 007 First Light is the newest game by Hitman developers IO Interactive. Going into this, I didn't have any idea what to really expect. Whether it would end up way more linear than Uncharted, or simply be another Hitman with a new, probably skin or something. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm not reading all this. Where did they end? With a new... That's where he ended it. He actually ended it with a new... Jesus Christ. So and they're all just the same shit. 4-star, 5-star. Oh, it's the best game since Bond and N64 and blah blah blah. This one as well. Now the visuals that they wrote in. That's the one thing. Why did that happen? That's the one thing that even Az was pointing out, and that was actually frustrating him beyond belief, was how good the game looks. The visuals, the areas, the levels, everything. That design is fantastic. He loved that. But then the gameplay, the voice acting, and the actual story destroy the game. So you have basically a beautiful looking game that doesn't work. And as he was saying, like, oh, it's next level stuff, and what impressed him the most is the pacing and all of this shit. And again, they're all bringing on like the gameplay, especially combat. Once again, here is an issue Mahler found. Now, Az did the same thing, but he didn't really speak about this one mechanic. There was other mechanics that he had a complaint about. But Mahler points out the broken mechanic in this part. Take a look at this.
Engage him! Get him!
No. So why am I allowed to do this, but they're not? Doesn't seem fair. Can I jump over this?
Force him out into the open! I got the shot! Move!
Hey fellas.
Shoot him!
This Vad looking a little close there. Oh
Throwing flash
no!
grenade!
Come on, come get me. You can do it. Come on, bud. Wait, is there more? Are they still alive back there? Oh!
Advancing! Cover me!
Let's rock you back over this way. Oh, come on, man.
It's not moving!
It's just filled with people, but as long as I hold it on the right bumper, they just can't do anything. And I'm fine. It doesn't affect me at all.
So, as you can see there, as Mahler points out, the mechanic makes all the characters around you get slammed into the walls, and they can't move, they can't interact with you, they can't get you, they can't even shoot at you. But you can walk perfectly throughout the plane. The other part that none of them actually bring up is the fact that when you walk past that part with the car going to the side, you're in an area where the doors have come off the plane and you can see the air pressure being sucked out. This is important for the fact that it doesn't bother you, even if you have the plane leveled out, it doesn't bother you until you get to the cockpit door. Then, all of a sudden, you're getting sucked out of the plane. It's like, but why did that happen that way? The game's a disaster. The actual game players who are playing this thing are hating the game. Half of them have quit already. Half of them are looking for refunds. And everybody else is just calling this thing out as being one of the worst made games that has come out. And people are literally going, they're done with AAA games. This thing is not the best James Bond game since GoldenEye. If anything, it's possibly one of the worst. But if you've played it, what do you think of it? If you haven't played it and you've seen some of these reviews and you've seen people actually play it, has it changed your mind about whether or not you want to get it? Let me know. And with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So do like and share and subscribe and all that good stuff. Cheers, and I shall catch you in the next one.